When I have a story for everything. I was an IT training manager in the spring of 2001. And I'd been in IT for a long time. So you read the signs, and I knew this was even before 9/11, but I knew a recession was coming. And I knew it was going to be bad. When I was younger, when a recession came along and you got fired, because training is the first thing you cut, it didn't matter. I would go to Virginia. If it was summer, I went to the beach. If it was winter, I went skiing. When I came back, I looked for another job. But at this point, I was married. I had a house. We bought a house in Reston. And I distinctly remember driving to the airport one morning to go fly to another city to teach somebody how to use their software. And I was thinking, I heard that Reston is a really great place to live. I wonder what it's like. I didn't have girlfriends in my hometown. I didn't know my community. I was feeling really, really disconnected. And so I got fired again. Actually, the timing wasn't that, but I knew I was going to get fired. You could see the contracts drifting away. And I went shopping. I had, having spent a lot of my life in training, done all the Myers-Briggs. I knew my Myers-Briggs type. I read what color is your parachute, who moved my cheese. So I started planning. What did I really want? I wanted to be connected to my community. I wanted to do a service. Part of it is because that's my personality. I like to help people. And part of it is because I didn't feel I could sell a product. That scared the living daylights out of me. But I'm a service-oriented person, so I'm going to look for a service. I wanted to own my own business, but I didn't want to feel all alone. So I wanted a franchise. And I wanted to feel like at the end of the day, I made somebody's life better. I wanted somebody to know I was there in a good way. So I went shopping, and I found Comfort Keepers. And it just ticked all my boxes. This was something that I could be passionate doing. This was something that if I was there, I could make somebody's life better. So I actually flew to Dayton. That's where Comfort Keepers was based in those days. And I bought a Comfort Keepers franchise. And so actually on September 11th, I was standing in the unemployment line. That was the timing. I had signed my Comfort Keepers contract. I was getting ready to launch my business. But my contract did get fired, right? I knew it was coming. I didn't know 9/11 was coming. But I knew that there was a recession coming because of all the training contracts started getting canceled. People weren't renewing. So I started. It's been over 15 years. I started with just me in a little teeny shared office. My powder room is about the size of the office I shared in Reston. And I remember when I got my first client, I was at a Reston chamber meeting, and a woman came up to me and she said, "I know that I can trust you with my mother." I didn't even have a caregiver yet. I had to borrow a caregiver from another Comfort Keepers, and I had to learn how to give somebody a bed bath. And that was my very, very, very first client.